Hi everyone, this is Rick with Ram Mounts, and today we're going to be walking through the installation process of the Ram B-Size Flex Adhesive Ball Base. In this example, we'll be putting this on the dashboard in a vehicle, but you can really stick this base onto any type of surface. You can put it on a kayak, you can put it on a stand-up paddleboard, a motorcycle, any indoor or outdoor applications, pretty much anywhere. There are a couple exceptions that we do not recommend sticking this onto though. The first would be anything that is going over an air duct or air vent. You don't want this blocking any kind of air duct or air vent. You don't want air to apply to the opposite side of the adhesive. That will dry it up and cause the adhesive to fail. Only other application not to adhere onto would be anything that's going to build up with heat over time. So for example, an engine. You don't want to stick this on the side of a motorcycle engine because it will heat up and the mount will fall off. You can, however, put this on the fairing of a motorcycle where it does not overheat and the adhesive will stay strong. The most important thing to note when putting this on any surface is that you first want to apply a full minute of pressure. You want to hold onto this for a full minute to really let that adhesive bond onto the surface. And then before putting on any components, before putting on the socket arm or your phone or whatever device you're mounting, you're going to want to let it sit for a full 24 hours. After 24 hours, that adhesive will really bond onto the surface, and then you'll have a rock solid adhesive mounting system. So now we're going to walk through the installation process, show how this goes on your dashboard. So the very first step you want to take when doing this install is to take the alcohol prep pad that's included with the adhesive base. You're going to open this up and you're going to wipe down the surface that you're going to apply to. You want to make sure it's thoroughly cleaned. Just make sure you cover that general area. Once it's been wiped down thoroughly, you then wait for the surface to dry. You don't want to apply the adhesive base while the surface is still wet. So you let this dry and then you apply your adhesive. Once your surface is dry, you'll then take your adhesive ball base and the double-sided adhesive pad. You'll notice that the two different sides of the adhesive look different, but they are actually the exact same type of adhesive on both sides, so it doesn't matter what side you use. So you simply peel away on the adhesive pad on one side, and you're first going to stick this to the base, and you'll just carefully line up the edge of the adhesive to the edge of the base accordingly, and then you slowly guide the adhesive onto the round disc so that it rests evenly onto the base. So now you have the adhesive stuck onto the base. You may want to give that a little bit of time, let that adhesive bond onto the ball base. Next, you're going to peel away on the opposite side of the adhesive pad. You'll just pull away on the opposite film and remove completely. You can discard those pieces. And then you simply carefully place it on the exact spot on the dashboard or surface that you're looking to adhere to. And you simply press on, and you'll want to hold this on for a solid minute. You want to make sure for at least 1 minute you're pressing firm onto the surface. Now, as mentioned before, it's very important to let the base sit the way it is right here for a full 24 hours before adding anything to the ball component. After 24 hours, you'll really let that adhesive bond onto the surface, and then you have a rock solid mounting platform from there. Once you have that on there for 24 hours, you can then add your ball and socket components, such as the standard arm here and the X-Grip universal phone holder. You put it to the position you want and tighten down on the knob, and you now have a rock solid phone mounting system. It can mount a camera, GPS, any other device. Now there's one last thing that's important to note if you are adhering this inside of your vehicle. Depending on the type of weather that you're facing, the inside of your car can get very hot, and this can affect the adhesive possibly. So if it is under any hot conditions, what we typically recommend is to disassemble your mounting system. If you disassemble the mount, then there's no leverage and no weight tugging on the adhesive. So if you are in a very hot atmosphere, sometimes the vehicle can get above 100 degrees, there'll be no weight pulling on the adhesive, so the adhesive will not come loose as long as you disassemble the mount when it is in any extreme hot weather applications. Now, for whatever reason, if you ever do need to remove your adhesive, what we recommend is applying a blow dryer or any other source of high heat to the adhesive itself that will loosen it up. You want to apply it for several minutes because this is going to be a very strong bond once you do have this properly adhered to the surface. So with several minutes of a blow dryer or any other intense heat applied directly to the adhesive will soften it up, and then you just slowly peel around the edges and you can remove from your dashboard. All ram mounts are made in the USA and are backed with a lifetime warranty and are guaranteed to be the most reliable accessory for your phone, camera, GPS, or any other handheld device.